Everyone, and welcome to our educational event. My name is Paul Arsov, and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. The topic of our educational event today is wars, politics, technology, and economy, the world today and tomorrow. Before starting to talk about the topic of today, let me tell you a little bit about our project. I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project, and we're building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. When we're talking about decentralization, most of the times people think of blockchain technology, but I can tell you as a technology developer that blockchain technology is not suitable to drive decentralization or to be next generation of internet. What blockchain technology proved being successful is just creating virtual value, nothing more. And so to achieve decentralization, actual decentralization, we need direct communication from user to user without going through a server. Most of the today's communication is based on like people going to a website or using services which go through a web server, so like if we take the example of Google and Facebook, they have billions of users, and these billions of users, they're going to a single website. This is very, very centralized use, and there is a need of decentralization, but decentralization unfortunately cannot be achieved through blockchain technology. So what we have in our project is decentralization software engine, which allows direct communication from user to user without going through a server. And so we still have a blockchain instance in our project, but it plays a support role. In most of the other crypto and blockchain projects, the blockchain plays a central element, or the crypto coin or token, which is coming from a blockchain, plays a central element in the other projects. Success of our project, including success of all of the other projects, depends on marketing. And so we're doing our marketing by posting on a very long list of social networks. The list of social networks includes Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit, Discord, and TikTok. From this very, very long list, we're focusing on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram. We're aiming to build a community, and to make it interesting for our community, we organize events just like today. Today is Sunday, and the channel is Instagram Live. But we have the same educational event on the same topic happening on Saturdays. And on Saturdays, the channel is Twitter Space, which is audio-only channel. So we started this recurring weekly events on Saturdays and Sundays about 12 months ago. And the topic of our very first event was, what is blockchain? The topic of our second event, which happened in, the first event happened only on Twitter Space, but the second event, it happened on started happening on both Twitter Space and Instagram Live channels. The topic of our second event was what is a smart contract. Some of the topics of the following events were applying astrology into cryptocurrency trading, central bank digital currency versus ordinary crypto, confrontation is looming, essence of decentralization, direct communication and ways to achieve it. Decentralization engines, blockchains as a decentralization engine and other decentralization engine implementations. Big crashes in crypto, Terra, Luna, Celsius and FTX. Decentralized finance destined to implode. In the end of 2022, we had 2022 review in crypto. In the beginning of 2023, we had predictions for crypto in 2023. We had several events about artificial intelligence, current state of artificial intelligence and the drive towards artificial general intelligence. Does artificial intelligence needs blockchains? We had some events about okay, I did this escape, but I was about to mention other artificial intelligence events, but let's come back to the recurring weekly events. And basically, in addition to these events, educational events happening on Saturdays on Twitter Space and Sundays on Instagram Live, we have a recurring weekly event which happens on Thursday. And the event happens on two channels. It happens on Telegram in text only and on Twitter Space in audio only. We start the event on Telegram, and people can write their questions on Telegram, and then we answer these questions. One Thursday we have a general Ask Me Anything session, and it covers the topics of cryptocurrency, market sentiment, blockchains, Web3, decentralization, NFTs, and etc. As I said, one Thursday we have a general Ask Me Anything session, and the following Thursday we have a Ask Me Anything session which is focused specifically on NFTs. But why? Why we are focusing on NFTs? We are specifically focusing on NFTs because we are very, very close to release of marketplace and our first collection of NFTs which are based on three-dimensional objects. So this is very new, very interesting and very unique, not present in almost any other NFT project. So in order to let's say people are coming to our marketplace, they do a buy of NFT based on three-dimensional object, and in order to view these three-dimensional objects, we did create a software engine, three-dimensional software engine, which is it can go to the account of the user, then pull information from this account of the ownership of 3D NFTs, and then load this 3D NFT, one or more, in a separate screen on the computer of the user. So, like, let's say the user did buy a single 3D NFT, and this software engine is opening the first and single screen with this 3D NFT. But if the user bought additional second, third, and more of these 3D NFTs, then there's like a browser tab listing the assets of the user. Then the user can click on like a specific NFT, and this specific NFT is open in a screen. Then the user can click on the second 3D NFT, and like our 3D software is opening second screen. And then the user can open more of the 3D NFTs on their computer and view these 3D NFTs. So that's it regarding to the our 3D NFT objects, but like the software engine, which brings lots of capabilities to the 3D NFTs that we're offering. The first capability that the 3D engine is bringing is after loading a 3D NFT on a screen, it starts animating this 3D NFT. The 3D NFT starts moving around the screen in a random fashion. The second capability our 3D software engine is bringing is the voice for the 3D NFT. The 3D NFT can speak in one of three different voices. It can speak in a male voice, the 3D NFT can speak in a female voice, or the 3D NFT can speak in a whisper voice. In addition to the 3D basic voices, then there are three different flavors of voices. We have a voice spoken in a normal speed, or we can have a voice spoken in a fast speed, or we can have a voice spoken in a slow speed. And for example, if we take male voice and it's spoken in a slow speed, then the voice can come as a very masculine, or the voice of an old person. On the other hand, if we have a voice, we have a female voice of the 3D NFT, and it is spoken in a fast speed, then we have a voice which sounds like very funny, or like the voice of a little girl. So that's it regarding to the this capability of speaking, but the next capability is voice recognition. If we have 3D NFT which is loaded and open on a separate window, we can command this 3D NFT to stop moving, and then the 3D NFT is going to stop moving. We can command the NFT to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate, and then the 3D NFT is going to follow these commands and like move left, move right, move up, down, come closer, zoom in or zoom out, or rotate. So that's it regarding to the voice recognition capability, but the next capability for our 3D NFTs is that they're going to have a basic artificial intelligence capability. They could Like, for example, you can ask them to describe something, and then the 3D NFT is going to describe, for example, Web3 or decentralization or a country called Russia. So that's it regarding to the artificial intelligence capability, but the last capability that we're bringing to our 3D NFT is like they're going to be having a version which is projected in a way of stereoscopics. So this means that part of the object is going to be displayed in red or reddish color, and part of the object is going to be displayed in blue or bluish color. And then you, the user, can request and order glasses from us. And when you receive these glasses, you are going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. And then you can put these glasses, these special glasses, and if you have an object which is projected in a way of stereoscopics, you could be seeing this object coming out of the screen in real 3 dimensions. So that's very interesting, very new and very unique about our 3D NFTs. But I did tell you about our collection and our software engine, but let me tell you a little bit about our marketplace as well. And ordinary marketplaces, they're oriented specifically towards offering with flat two-dimensional images based on JPEGs or PNGs or GIFs or some other graphics formats. But like our marketplace is geared specifically for three-dimensional objects which are loaded and can be used with our 3D software engine. So as I mentioned, we have our own blockchain instance, and in this way we are not going to charge any gas fees for deployment of smart contracts for the NFTs or for transfers from one user to another, which is recorded on our own blockchain instance. In this way, we're detaching like our collections from a specific blockchain, and that's a problem and issue with ordinary marketplaces that like creators, they can go and list their collection, and at the point of listing they have to select a single blockchain, and all of the buying and selling of their creations is done in a single crypto coin. Compare this with our marketplace, where we have our own blockchain instance, but people coming to our marketplace can buy and then sell the 3D NFTs with multiple currencies. The list of cryptocurrencies that we accept for buying and selling includes 4 different coins. It includes Solana Sol, it includes Polygon Matic, Avalanche Avax, and Qcoin, which is a big centralized exchange. They have their KCS coin. So in addition to these 4 crypto coins, we allow people to buy and then receive proceedings directly in fiat currencies. Like people can come to our website, they could view anything on our website, but at the point of buying, they go through the process of registration. They have to put their name, date of birth, address, and they can put the country they reside in. And we have essentially two groups of countries. The first group of countries, it allows payment in fiat currency and in addition to this, payment in cryptocurrencies. The second group of countries, they do not have payments in fiat currency handled, and they have payments only in cryptocurrency. So that's specific in the registration point that like after people put the country they reside in, they could either go directly to register their put their crypto account addresses, or they can put their like the second in the second group of countries, they could be putting their like debit or credit card, which can be used for payments, and they can put their bank account, which is used for receiving proceedings from the payment from the sale of 3D NFT, which has been owned by this user. So the user could buy the 3D NFT on our marketplace. They could be using this 3D NFT, but at some point they could decide to put this 3D NFT for sale. And then people could be like somebody, like a second user could be willing to buy this 3D NFT. If this second user is from the group of countries which allow payments in fiat currency, then and they decide to pay with fiat currency, then they're sending to us the payment in fiat currency, and then we're sending, making a second transaction from our account to the bank account of the first user who did the initial purchase of the 3D NFT. So that's it regarding to the our marketplace and our upcoming collection. We're very close to release. Stay tuned for the actual date of release because it is approaching very fast. But like I like to wrap up talking about our project. In the end, I like to invite you to come and join our community or communities, and you can find the social channels that we're posting on our website. And the name of our website is decentralizedweb.org. Decentralized and web, there are two words, decentralizedweb.org. On the bottom of every page you can see the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click on one or more of these icons. You can become a follower, or you can become a member of the group and participate in um, conversations which are ongoing in our groups. But with this said, I'm ending talking about our project and coming back to the topic of today, which is wars, politics, economy, technology, the world of today and tomorrow. I can start with the first thing, and my talk was inspired by one event which happened very recently. It did happen about a week ago, and like it was the start of a second war in the world. It was about the start of the war between Israel and Palestinians in Gaza Strip. And like we have a first war which happened in the beginning of 2022, and this hot war in the world, it did start between um, like between Russia and Ukraine. So if we're looking at Russia and Ukraine, both countries, they have modern armies, and like they're equipped with relatively modern equipment. Um, so in the beginning of the war, like Ukraine was helped with arms, which some of them were high-tech weapons, but like after the beginning, not a lot of high technology was employed, and like currently the war is stalemate with some small actions going on both sides between Ukrainians and Russians. So this is a hot war, and like the territory of Russia is like Russia is the biggest country in the world, but as a population, they have not that of a large population. Ukraine is having a smaller territory, but their population is relatively significant, and the discrepancy in the population is like maybe 3 or 4 times difference in the size of population. So that's regarding to the first hot war, which is ongoing in the world. But the second war, which I said it did happen very recently, is between Israel and Palestinians. And if we're looking at like Israel, they have a very modern and very well trained army, and their army is very, very high tech. So, like their technology development is probably they could be number one or one of the top with in technology development for the armed forces of a country between all of the countries in the world. And if we're looking at the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip and the Hamas movement, basically it is a paramilitary or guerrilla movement, and they don't have that well, and they don't have actual regular armed forces, but it is organized as a militia and as a paramilitary group. They're armed with very light arms, maybe pistols and assault rifles. Like the most high they have is homemade rockets, some smuggled multiple rocket launchers. Um, so that's it. So the technology discrepancy between Israel and Palestinians in Gaza is very, very big. Basically, Palestinians, they have very crude technology versus Israel having very, very high technology employed in the war between them and the Palestinians. So what we currently have is like a big devastation. Basically, the population in the Gaza Strip is cut off from power. They don't have electricity. They are cut off from fresh water. Basically, they're running out of supplies from food, water, and they don't have electricity. And in addition to this, large part, which according to some article numbers 1 million out of the population of 2.5 million Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip. Basically, like 1 million is displaced from their homes because of the military action of Israel. And in addition to the displacements of Palestinians from their homes, the borders of the Gaza Strip, they were previously controlled by Israel, and all of the movements in and out of the Gaza Strip was previously controlled by Israel. Currently, the borders which are controlled by Israel, they are closed, and Palestinians which are actually displaced, they have nowhere to go. Basically, they could maybe their homes were damaged from the military strikes of Israel, but then they do not have a place to go further. So there is a growing number of countries calling for a ceasefire, and the country which I'm living, Canada, it there are groups which are asking people to tell their members of parliament to apply political pressure and have a decision from the government to appeal for a ceasefire between Israel and Palestinians. So, in addition to the growing voices of countries calling for a ceasefire, we also have some countries which they are they have sympathy for Palestinians, and the most obvious supporter of Palestinians is Iran. Iran has relations with Palestinians, and it supports the cause of the Palestinians, and in the past they did supply with arms which were smuggled illegally either in the West Bank or on the Gaza Strip. But if we're looking at the location of Iran, it does not have direct border and direct connection with Gaza Strip. Basically, they have a connection with Syria, but it is a separate and independent country which has to make a decision whether to allow some help which is coming from Iran if it can go through their country. And then the border with there's no direct border with Palestinian territory, but the border is with Israel through the Golan Heights, which part of it has been occupied by Israel as well. And if we're looking at the um, political situation with Iran worldwide, Iran has been under sanctions from some countries, which include the United States. And the United States, through control of their SWIFT banking system, they told other countries if they do any trade, and this trade results in payments through the SWIFT system, they could be blacklisted in the SWIFT banking system. In this way, they control the actions of some other countries and trade of other countries and Iran. So currently, Iran is still under sanctions, and even though they have sympathy for the Palestinians and Palestinian cause, and they could be thinking of coming to help. So it is going to be relatively difficult. But as I mentioned in yesterday's talk, there is a wild card, and this wild card is Turkey. Basically, in the previous actions of Israel on Gaza Strip, where they do military strikes, and there's loss of civilian life. In these strikes, Turkey has been very critical of these actions of Israel. And Turkey, they have direct access to the Mediterranean Sea, and they have modern navy, they have modern army, they're a member of NATO, and they're the most advanced Muslim country in the world. They also have the heritage of the Ottoman Empire, and if you're looking at the history and the past, they did basically control a stretch between Romania, Serbia, Macedonia, and Egypt, Israel, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Iran. So this is a vast territory which they controlled in the past, and it was the territory of the Ottoman Empire. But this territory currently, they're independent countries, but the ambition of Turkey is to be influential to their previous Ottoman Empire countries which currently are independent countries. So the current president of Turkey and the current party of Turkey it is a religious party, and they could be thinking of coming to aid of Palestinians, and what bigger event to gain influence with other countries than to decide to offer first maybe humanitarian aid to the Palestinians, and like if this humanitarian aid is not being accepted, then they could be coming with military force so that they enforce or come into the aid of the Palestinians. So, so what could be happening is that this second war in the world could be escalating with other countries coming to the aid of one side and then to the other side. For example, if we're coming, Turkey coming to the aid of the Palestinians, then the United States, which is a very big supporter of Israel, they could be coming to the aid of Israel in this conflict. And there could be other countries which could be coming to this hot war, and this hot war has a potential of escalation. So that's it regarding to the first item in our current educational event, but let's talk about politics. And if we're looking at the politics worldwide, basically if we look back to the history, like going back through the history, like after World War II, we had the start of the Cold War and forming of two big blocks of countries. There was the Western bloc of countries and NATO, centered around the United States and Western Europe, and we had Eastern Bloc centered around the Soviet Union, Warsaw Military Pact, and Eastern Europe. But in the 1990s, we had the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the United States did emerge as the sole and dominant military power in the world. After the World War II, basically we had the United States dollar becoming dominant cryptocurrency and becoming so-called reserve currency in the world. So the trade between the countries, it is done in this world reserve currency, and currently this reserve currency is holding about 2/3 of the trade done between countries in the world, and most of the other currencies like euro, UK pound, Japanese yen, they're holding much smaller percentage compared to the reserve currency of the world, which is the United States dollar. But starting in the 1970s, the United States did decide to liberalize and open their relations with China, and they started investing in China with the aim of pulling China out of the bloc of these Eastern Bloc countries centered around the Soviet Union. So starting with the 1970s, there was a big technological development and like advancement in manufacturing of China. So if we're looking and fast forward to today, so today's China is the world's factory, and lots of goods they're manufactured in China, and they're manufactured starting from the raw materials to like producing producing subcomponents to the final manufacture of goods, and it is done the whole thing from raw materials to parts to end products. The whole thing is done actually in China. So like China is the factory of the world, and if you're looking at the currency, like China is having initiatives with like other countries with payment either directly with Chinese renminbi or yuan, or like having announcement about creating of a currency which is going to be an alternative for the United States dollar. So in addition to this, like they're doing a very rapid military building of their armed forces and their army, air force, and navy. And like their regional ambition is reunification with Taiwan, which like the United States and many other countries are opposing. And like if we're looking at Taiwan, Taiwan has a very advanced manufacturing capability, and their crown jewel in Taiwan is semiconductor manufacturing capability. If we're looking at the like percentage of semiconductors which are manufactured in the world, Taiwan holds the largest percentage, and maybe about 3/4 in semiconductor manufacturing in the world. So this is very, very significant and very, very important for the rest of the world, which like is Taiwan going to be independent country, or it is going to be absorbed in the China and become maybe autonomous region or part of the People's Republic of China. So if like Taiwan is taken by force, then China could decide to stop providing chips and like semiconductor manufactured goods for a group of countries which previously did oppose China taking over Taiwan. So Taiwan, what happens in Taiwan with Taiwan, whether it's going to be reunited or it is going to continue operating as an independent territory or country, it matters for the rest of the world what is going to happen. And like I said that United States, they have the United States dollar, and currently they have largest economy. If we're looking at like economy expressed in United States dollars, like if we're looking at the dollar equivalent, China has second largest economy in the world. But if we're looking at the manufacturing capability, they have bigger manufacturing capability than the United States. And if we're looking at other currency denomination, they actually have the largest economy in the world right now. They have the ambition of having their currency either as a sole currency or part of the group of currency which could be replacing the United States dollar as dominant currency. And they also are building military force, and they're thinking they're thinking of taking over Taiwan as well. So currently the worldwide situation is the United States is willing to keep being the dominant country in the world, but China is challenging this, and there are groups of countries forming, like blocks of countries forming around the United States as one bloc, and China, group of countries forming around China as well. In the block of countries around the United States, we have Australia, UK, and some other countries like Canada and Europe, being part of NATO, and coming to and being in alliance with the United States. But around China, we have the block of countries which includes Russia, it includes Iran, it includes North Korea, and some other countries which they are sharing borders with either China, Russia, and they have sympathy, and they want to be part of the second bloc because of the emergence of China and the potential of being a dominant country in the next maybe 10, 20, 30 years. So they want to ally themselves with the future dominant force. So that's it regarding to the world politics, but if we're looking at the local politics, we could be seeing that the population of countries is suffering from inflation, and this suffering from inflation is making people angry, and it is making people electing extreme politicians. So if we're looking at the United States, we have the example of former President Trump and his supporters, and we have a Republican Party, and we have a split in this party between supporters of Donald Trump and moderate Republicans. So what could be happening in the next election is we are going to maybe having a confrontation between supporters of Donald Trump and ordinary Republicans, or supporters of Trump's with Democrats. So there's polarization in the country of the United States, and there's also polarization in other countries, and other countries, they are conducive to extreme messages which are from political parties which do not like immigrants, or they advocate for extreme measures which the population think people are needing. So that's it regarding to the local politics, but let's look at the economy. And as I mentioned, the economy is experiencing high inflation, and this high inflation is affecting all of the countries in the world. The high inflation is a result of the first of the pandemic, which started happening in the beginning of 2020, and we witnessed a slowdown and halt of the manufacturing in most of the world. And like manufacturing is actually a pipeline which has goods coming in different stages from the very beginning to the end of product. And if this manufacturing pipeline is broken and stopped, then we have a breakdown in this assembly line, which is moving goods from raw materials to components to the end product. And this break in the manufacturing capability was present in the pandemic. What people experienced is goods which have been stored, basically the warehouses which did store goods did run out of the goods, or they were getting low in number of goods. And what happens in economics? Economics is based on supply and demand, and if there's a big or maybe even ordinary demand, and there is lack of supply, lack of goods, then what is ordinarily happening is the sellers, they increase prices of the goods so that people buy less goods. But it is not possible to buy less goods with some goods like foods and other regular consumables. So people still have to pay more and buy the same quantity of goods they were buying previously regularly. So this resulted the increase in the price. It brought inflation, and the first cause of inflation, as we mentioned, was the global pandemic. But we had also a start of the start of the first war between Russia and Ukraine, and Russia was put under sanctions from some Western countries. And very big element of the exports of Russia is oil and gas. And when they started being under sanctions, they were not able to sell this oil and gas to other countries in the world. So this disruption in delivery in oil and gas from a very big producer resulted in increase in the price of oil and gas. And oil and gas, it is a component in producing of gasoline, diesel, and air fuel, aircraft fuel, and ship crude fuel. And so this essentially increased the delivery prices and the price for gasoline, of people buying gasoline to load into their cars. So this resulted in inflation in prices, as I said. And to battle this inflation, governments, central banks of governments, they did increase the interest rate for lending of money to them, done to them, to the banks. And ordinary people and businesses. So basically, people did experience high interest rate for like getting loans and also getting bonds from governments. This increase in the lending rate, it did affect the banks, and lots of banks, they were close to bankruptcy or they went into bankruptcy. To combat this, central banks, they did announce that they're doing helps to the banks for banks were some banks they were able to cash instantly the bonds they were holding before the maturity date of the bond. In this way, they were getting cash on hand, which they could be using for payment back to the, for example, people or organizations or businesses which bought bonds and they were they wanted to cash these bonds, like to get cash for these bonds or to get out of holdings, get their holdings back from a bank which was rumored to go into bankruptcy. So we currently are witnessing very high interest rates on lending and high rate on inflation, and this so what is going to happen in the future, whether there is going to be increase in the lending rate, continuous increase in the lending rate, or we are going towards a decrease in the lending rate. We don't know yet what is going to happen, but the inflation proved resilient, and we are still experiencing high inflation rate in many countries in the world. So I'm looking at the next item in our educational event, and it is about technology. And so the big thing in technology, which started about end of 2022, the big event was a release of a product called ChatGPT by a company called OpenAI. And starting from November 2022 to the present moment, the rage in technology is artificial intelligence. And the current offer of artificial intelligence based products is like people could type a prompt in text, and they're getting back response which was formed by artificial intelligence. The size of the response could be the size of maybe few sentences, or it could be size of an email, or it could be size of a blog post, an article, or even a chapter of a book. So we are having increased use of this artificial intelligence product, but is this actual artificial intelligence? I don't think so. This is actual artificial intelligence, and what we're witnessing is not yet sentient. So it does not have consciousness, it does not have individuality, and like a label placed like artificial intelligence, in the intelligence label, I think, in my personal opinion, is a big exaggeration, and it is not yet what we having yet is not yet intelligent. But we have rapid advancement in technology and adding separate elements, and currently we have the element of like typing a request and getting a response based on artificial intelligence. We have other elements which could be combined with this first element, and we have the element of voice recognition, which is based on machine learning models, and it could take part of the combined artificial intelligence offer. We have also the voice synthesis offer, and some of these voice synthesis offers, they're based on machine learning models, and they could be included in in a general artificial intelligence offer. So we could be having addition to multiple elements, and these multiple elements could be combined in something which eventually becomes sentient. So as we're witnessing now, artificial intelligence is starting to have big impact in our lives, and this big impact currently is with some jobs which were previously performed by humans, which are taken currently over by artificial intelligence. The first job which was being taken over is the job of content creator. Previously, like businesses, they have either their own employees, or they were hiring outside people who were writing contents for the specific business. But right now, these businesses, they could go, for example, to ChatGPT or some of the other offers, and they could be having content written with the help of artificial intelligence. So right now there's a reduction in the number of marketers because of the businesses using directly by themselves artificial intelligence content creation. The second group of jobs which could be reducing the number of people employed and not needing people in this field is graphics creation and image creation. We have artificial intelligence offers where people, they can put a prompt in one or few sentences, and they're getting back an image based on this prompt, one or more of these images. And this artificial intelligence offer, it reduces the needs for people employed as graphics designers and image creators, and this is the second group. But there are a few other groups which artificial intelligence started taking their jobs, and for example, artificial intelligence started taking jobs of drivers, and there could be autonomous driving cars or delivery trucks, which is going to reduce the need of delivery drivers or taxi delivery drivers for goods or taxi drivers for passengers. So that's that's the next group, which is going to experience reduced number of people employed. But one additional group could be the group of software developers, and like them, there have been artificial intelligence offers where like a person can request like a code for a specific thing, and they could be getting back code which they could be using for building of a specific thing. This artificial intelligence offer reduces the need for first entry-level developers, and what I did read is like a very big company in India called Infosys. In India and the rest of the world, they did announce that they're going to pause hiring directly from university and college campuses. They're pausing this, and it means that junior university students or college students which are just graduating, they could not be getting jobs because of the artificial intelligence taking over the junior programmer skills. That's it regarding to the last topic of our event, and I'm going to wrap up this talk. Finally, I like to invite you to come and join our community or communities, and you can find the social networks that we're posting on our website, and the name of our website is decentralizedweb.org. On the bottom of every page, you can see the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click on one or more of these icons and become a follower or become a member of the group. Once again, the name of our website is decentralizedweb.org. With this said, I will be ending this event. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.